Hey there, everyone. It's Gigi Sober Sun. November 14th. A better way than judging people is to look for all the good in them. If you look hard enough and long enough, you ought to be able to find some good in every person. In AA, I learned that my job was to try to bring out the good, not criticize the bad. Every alcoholic is used to being judged and criticized. That has never helped anyone get sober. In AA, we tell people they can change. We try to bring out the best in them. We encourage their good points and ignore their bad points. People are not converted by criticism. Do I look for the good in people? And I had a challenge this morning. And I know that I need to focus on the good in this person in my home group who seems to focus on the negative aspects of the fellowship. And it's hurtful, I think. I'm hurt by it. But I know that I personally can put people on pedestals and like to view the world through rose-colored glasses. And not and avoid living in reality. That's what alcohol helped me do as well, to avoid living in reality. To think, I don't know, it's just to avoid reality. And sometimes when people give me a dose of reality, I get really mad. And the fact of the matter is, AA is not a perfect program. It has worked for me. And even AA has, in the book, says, hey, we know only a little about alcoholism. And I appreciate that humility. And I have to, if I don't see, and this is what I love about AA, there's a process for me to work through my hurt feelings about what this person shared in the meeting about one of our founders. And does that help people stay sober? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe. Does it confuse them? It sure confused me. But on page 552, there's a process for getting over resentments, and I've done it before, and I've worked through it, and I've learned so much more about the individual who was the target of my prayers. So perhaps I'll go ahead and do that, so I can focus on their positive side. To Live and Love and Learn and Growing program. Meditation for the day. There must be a design for the world in the mind of God. We believe His design for the world is a universal fellowship of men and women under the fatherhood of God. The plan for your life must also be in the mind of God. In times of quiet meditation, you can seek for God's guidance, for the revealing of God's plan for your day. Then you can live this day according to that guidance. Many people are not making of their lives what God meant them to be, and so they are unhappy. They have missed the design for their lives. And I definitely was missing the design for my life when I was drinking. And I knew that all of my grandiose goals I was getting nowhere near them because of my drinking. I could dream them up, like it says in the 11th step, in the 12 and 12, where it says, we had our imagination pointed in the wrong direction, dreaming up all these fantasies, But in meditation now, I can ask God to show me the good side of people. People who seem to be frustrating me and upsetting me. And to be of service, How do I serve thee? Thy will, not mine, be done. And I know that so many of us if we conform our will to God's will, we will be of maximum service to those He puts in our life. I truly believe that. And so that's my desire today, and I do serve. I serve a lot, and I'm not going to go over all the areas that I do because that could be self-serving, and I'm afraid that might be the case. Self-serving, to list off all the ways I serve. This is one of them. I'll just put it that way. And I'll leave it at that. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may try to follow God's design for today. I pray that I may have the sense of divine intent in what I do today. Oh, that's good. That's so good. But the try. Always think of Yoda in Star Wars. Do not do. No try. Follow God's design today. And I just pray that I'll be mindful of that today. What is God's will? And then that takes me back to page 420 in the 4th edition of the Big Book of Alcoholics Anonymous, where it says, I never just sit and wait for an answer to my prayers. I do whatever's in front of me, and however it turns out, that was God's will for me. So that's what I'll do today. Thanks, y'all. Chin up, aim up, rise up, keep coming back. Love you.